Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club. 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Ребята, здравствуйте, это 21-я серия проекта Noire. Мы продолжаем новое дело. Морфин вообще везде.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
А нам не сюда. Надо выйти, я хочу выйти отсюда. Так, я вышел. Здесь у нас находится морг, если кто не знал.
You're behind the wheel.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski.
Phelps, back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
Two musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Что-то мы чаще стали встречать своих сослуживцев. В той серии морпехи. Тут еще один морпех умер, который служил в роте Кола. Ну вы поняли.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Это какой-то месседж, думаешь? Деньги. Фигня какая-то.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Подожди, мне надо осмотреться же. Тут тоже трупак лежит. Да, дай. Так. Его кто-то по голове шандарахнул. Нет, его тоже пристрелили. Морфин. Понятно, опять морфин.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Я думаю, этот чертов психолог до сих пор продает остатки. Ничего не пропускай, Кол, смотри везде. Может, мы что-то опять пропустим, опять 2 часа будем тут Да господи, ты уже посмотрел это кол. Ту руку давай. Судя по коже этого человека, ну то есть, он очень много работал. Смотря на руку. Очень много работал, чел. Выступал много раз, получается.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
А, я понял, ребята, я понял, что это.
What's that click?
Что-то щелкнуло, он сказал. Может, это просто магнитики. Так, сейчас подождите, ребят. Я понял, что это, ребят. Это же вот... Подожди, надо саксофон. Ой.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Я думал, это связано с футляром, вот этим саксофоном. Мы там были,
Follow
походу.
up on the musician angle.
И тут шприц для того, чтобы принимать, да, чтобы во время выступления кайфовать. Понимаете, да, чтобы у него был, ну, быстро как-то эту загадку разгадали. Ну ладно. Я думал, это как-то вот с этим связано, надо вот эти 3 кнопки поставить. Ну нет. Пойдем сюда, может что-то есть. Ой. Опять в этой коробке морф, что ли, морфин? Смотрите, мунк-мунк-мунк. Это морфин, да?
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Короче, весь оркестр употреблял, получается. Притом очень хорошо употреблял. Каждый день. Ребят, представляете, вы каждый день что-то едите, вам же должно как-то надоесть. Блин, сравнил, блин, морфин с едой. Можно сказать, наркотик того времени, что ли? Это наркотические вещества того времени? А чё, именно так? О, это чё?
Army surplus again. Goldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
Сигареты, ага, сигареты, вижу. Дэвид Лунго. Подпись Д. Лунго доставлена, хорошо. Сигареты, блин, говорит. Какие-то сигареты. Оружие?
These look brand new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
А, я
Army
понял.
surplus morphine, army surplus weapons, army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Чё, в отделение, да, тогда?
What now?
Ну,
Have a
поехали.
word with the broad when you're ready.
А,
Maybe she knows
с
what we're
женщиной
down.
побеседовать. Который Бековский говорил. Бековский. Биковский.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective.
Да уж, не хотел бы я еще раз туда приходить.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Она врет. Да, понятно, она врет.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Ну, короче, это здесь полный расколбас, да, здесь, значит, водятся нехорошие люди. Клуб это прикрытие, они приходят в основном покупать морфин. То есть, получается, они плюс торговали морфином, сами употребляли и все такое. Ну, понятно.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Я думаю, она не врет. Смотрит она на нас. Прям так. Да, она не врет.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Да.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Типа он был хорошим боссом, тогда и т.п. Ладно, поехали в отделение.
What do you think?
Back to the station. We need to speak to someone on the robbery detail.
А мы тут были. Поехали в отделение, ребята, в отделение надо поехать, посмотреть, что к чему, что по качану-то.
Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
You can drive.
Where are we going?
Давайте сначала тогда в синюю комнату, потом в отделение поедем. Мы там бывали, по-моему, да? Там была певица немецкая. Певичка немецкая, да. Там же Кол бывал иногда. Так, игра немножко вылетела.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries under Sturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Да, это место. Они знакомы. Мы тут приходили. Мы тут были, ребята. Помните? Рой нас сам приводил сюда.
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Чё-то как-то, ну, знаете, мне вот кажется, что она врет. Там бедная девушка застряла. Так, ну не знаю, ребята. Ай, ребята, сложно. Давай-ка интуицию используем. Давайте я поверю ей на слова. Это все-таки сомнение.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
А здесь ты врешь. Может, я в первом варианте ошибся, но ты врешь.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Corphips.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the Mixter.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Что мы проверять-то будем?
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Это я с столом, извините. Немного лег на стол. Что мы проверяем-то? Ты за их носом прямо, за ними стоишь. Ты придурок. Она что-то знает, и мы хотели за ней проследить. Хорошо, проследим. Надеюсь, не провалим. Вот давайте без проблем. У нас есть своя личная тачка, я впервые об этом узнал. Хотя видел в заставке, когда еще снимал первую серию, что у нас тачка имеется. Спокойненько следим. Надеюсь, без трэблов обойдется.
Move in. I risk losing the trail.
О! С первой попытки причем, на своей же тачке. С кем она встретиться-то пришла? Хорошо, что он следит за ней в заставке. Не заставлять меня страдать из-за слежки. О, пистолет бы хотя бы взял для приличия, блин, в руки. Ты что, с ней... Ты хочешь изменить своей жене, Кол? Ты что, изменил своей жене, Кол? А чё он тут делает? Он за нами следил. Он что, изменил своей жене? Я не понял.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
He's only a writer. He can't really help it.
God damn it all, I asked them to hold the mayo.
She wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Я ему не верю. Кол, пожалуйста, скажи, что ты не изменил своей жене. Я тебя уважаю как персонажа, и ты приходишь к какой-то женщине посреди ночи, и вы остаетесь, закрываетесь у нее в квартире, и дальше нам ничего не показывается. Кол, ты что, сбился с нормального пути?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen...
Так, ребята, еще раз привет. Что-то мне сегодня со съемками не везет. То игра слетает, то бандикам слетает. Я не заметил, что записывал нелицензионные версии, так что прошу у всех прощения. У меня бандикам слетел. Сейчас я все починил. Продолжаем.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
О, а ты глаза-то бегают, а? Глаза-то бегают, а? Глаза-то бегают иногда. Иди нафиг.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment.
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Не называй меня Кэт, понял?
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
А, ты же знаешь про это, но у меня нет доказательств.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Ничего не понял, но очень интересно.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Спасибо, укажи путь, а то я не знаю.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary. I didn't come
Я
to
новенький
California
до сих пор в этом отделении.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks
again.
robbery to the mess at the 111?
Так, сейчас найдем.
Guy gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap. Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Вот так и найдем, ребята. А чё вы думаете?
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it. If you
Мы же должны какую-то связь тут найти.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap. I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence. Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
США, США,
Mouthpiece store
США.
strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Так,
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown
что-то
out.
тут.
Now
Сейчас.
the DA wants my head. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to one.
Enough to arm 3 companies.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head. I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence. Mouthpiece store strips off
Here's
me
our
at the grand
backroom
jury.
arsenal
Case got
from the
thrown
111
out.
Club.
Now the DA wants my head. I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
Я нашел.
I want to make homicide.
This is the crate we recovered.
Так, еще нашел что-то.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out.
500,000
Now
cigarettes
the DA
loose
wants
on
my
the
head.
streets of LA. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him on Temple. We got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Быстрее, быстрее.
Got a stakeout down on 2nd later tonight.
Перестрелка, все машины.
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Not a loss.
А как? А машины где?
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
Сюда.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identify. Code 3.
Что происходит вообще? Это браунинги, которые они украли, да? Там люди! Сидите, сидите! Черт побери! Один человек? Бляха, надо было подойти, ребят, надо было подойти сейчас. Сейчас, надо было подойти. Так, уберись, пожалуйста, отсюда. Уберись, уберись. Убрался, и уберись. Бляха, ты тупой клон. Мне нужно, чтобы ты убрался отсюда. Все, убрался. Пойдем что-то нормально возьмем тачки. О, вот это я понимаю, Томпсон. Бляха. Сейчас. Сейчас сделаем, все. Сейчас сделаем. Надо автомат брать, Нет, не пропускать этот момент, нет. Возможно, они хотят, чтобы я обошел этого гада. Да. А я автомат взял?
You're clear. Go. Drop the gun now! Reinforcements are on the way. Siege to the city.
О. Все живы? Кто умер? Кто жив? Так, ладно, не важно, не берет он. Осмотрим труп. У него был украденный браунинг.
It's one of the BARs.
Четыре магазина, блин, потратил на обстрел, урод. Так, а ну-ка. Руку покажи нормально мне. Руку, всю руку, хорошо. Сейчас посмотрим, что у него в карманах. Возможно, тоже бывший вояка. Вторые карманы.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Зачем ему в ресторан идти?
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Чё-то, чувак, ты чё-то темнишь.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Врет.
Felix, we didn't go through Okinawa to come back to this on our streets.
I've got the LAPD to keep me safe, right? Me and all my people.
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in LA?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Они, значит, с Келсо не виделись вообще. Я думал, мы работали с Келсо в патрульном. Может, в патрульном был другой чел? Я думал, мы работали с Келсо. Были патрульными, по-моему, в первой серии. Ну, я уже запутался, кто был мой партнер, когда мы работали в патрульной службе.
Nice day for it.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4.
Он тоже, кстати, коп же теперь.
Hollywood.
Thanks for your help.
Туда поедем. Он теперь тоже коп. Занимаемся мы, получается, одним делом.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Do we know where we're going?
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Давайте уже встретимся с Джейком Келсо. Или как там его зовут?
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Он тоже коп же, получается, или кто?
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Мы видели, ты немного имеешь к этому отношение, братан, так что сорян.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Я думаю, он не врет.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Но он не врет. Я могу и ошибаться, ребят, но мимика у него нормальная.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Он что-то знает про ограбление. И темнит.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm gonna be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West
Опять?
Boulevard.
Ёпрасоты.
Jilski.
Another name from the manifest?
Что-то кто-то убивает наших пацанов. Бляха-муха, задолбали. Кто это? Стой! Ага.
Friends of yours are gonna get plugged today.
Ну-ка.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Да, я тоже верю Келсу. Тем более он не хотел заставку, которую мы видели, чтобы морфин распространился по всему городу.
They just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him. Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Хватит ездить, блин, по кругу. В руки умудрились еще и по нам палить. Совсем рамсы попутали. Ты чё, как умерший лежишь, я по ногам стрелял. Слишком много трупов сегодня, ребят, и слишком много из моей роты полегло что-то. Да, подожди, костюм надо посмотреть. Следующий адрес. У них у всех есть адрес, ребят, портовой. Это опять оружие из украденной партии. Понятно. Не удивлен. Что я забыл-то? А, это рука. А, сейчас. Следующий карман, да? А им заказывают людей, которых надо убирать. Следующее. Они хотят, что ли, этого Козана убрать? Козана, как там его? Что-то это газета, что ли? Газета не рабочая, так что... А, нет.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
Name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop. A
Прикола, что ли? Он что, хочет нас сдать?
Beautiful wife and kids down. Who has betrayed America for a German junkie horde. Who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD. And his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow. And you would be off the hook.
А, он подставит нас.
Fingering a fellow officer.
Вот гаденыш, с самого начала ему я не верил. Тварь. Так где мой пистолет? Слышь ты, урод! Да чтоб ты сдох. Ладно, разберусь с тобой как-то. Потом, придурок. Что я? Нет, ты будешь вести тачку, ага. Еще меня предает, еще я должен вести его куда-то. Отошел, урод, отошел.
You can drive. All right, where to?
Так, что-то давай поговорим с тобой. Что скажешь-то?
What do you think? Okay, hands in pockets. Let's see who we got.
А, тачка, нужно тачку еще посмотреть. Чего я еще не посмотрел-то так, этот карман?
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
Значит, ты спутался с немецкой певичкой, к сожалению, Хоббс, да?
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Поехали в китайский театр. А, китайский гурман какой-то. Ладно, ну фиг с ним, короче, поехали. Будешь меня возить туда-сюда, урод, предатель.
Taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack it.
Помните того чела, он тоже разговаривал с психологом. Наверное, морфин сейчас у психолога и у чела того. Сейчас Кузана спасем, что ли?
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Бляха, они же... Рёк-макарёк. Ну, начинается опять 20:45.
Getting close and steer him off the tar. Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Ребята, я решил пропустить, что с ним пальцы. Давайте пропустим. Будем думать, что я их поймал. Поймал и убил, короче.
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
Теперь вот сюда. Тех поймал и убил, теперь тех поймаем и убьем. Это тем более интересно. Так, сейчас.
Beautiful day.
Да отойди ты, пожалуйста.
You're clear, go!
Наконец-то пошел. Ну-ка.
I'm gonna find you. You're covered, Phelps.
Отойди, отойди. Отойди, Фрэнк. Наконец-то ушел. А, вот. Ладно, кто-то пристрелил. Будем считать, что я... Извините, что ту поездку пропустил. Чё париться? Там надо было просто... А, он живой! Впервые в жизни вижу живого человека, которого... Не повезло. Не стоило того, не стоило. Согласен, ясен, красен. Все. Ушел. Так, давайте смотреть на его вот это вот. Подожди. Наверное, они морфинозависимые. Кто-то ими управлял. Вот чувствуется вот это вот.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Нет, жизнь дороже.
Advice?
Your other dead war buddy. You check his pockets too?
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Что-то будет, ребята. Нас, наверное, выперут из отдела. За вот эти дела. Так, ничего тут нету, значит, все. Рука. Ну, вроде бы чисто все. Что особо.
Juski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys.
Да, зачем они это делали?
Not everyone has their unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Да, это зависимо от человека, предатель. Слышь ты, а ну-ка, брысь отсюда. Поехали.
All right, where to?
Место встречи. Поехали, поехали. Так.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
А ну. Не лишай копов тачки, чувак.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Поехали, поехали, быстро, быстро, что-то происходит,
This
что-то
isn't looking
происходит.
good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Чем же кончится это дело? Чем же, ребят? Ой.
Light them up. All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
On the roof, Cole, nail him! You're clear, go! Kill a cop. That was the electric chair.
Catch this, asshole!
Stay down.
Keep moving, I'll cover you.
Find some cover. Stay in cover. Bleeding.
Как его не пристреливают, когда он так стреляет-то?
Get in cover.
Eyes open.
Get in cover now.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
GPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Да ладно, тот самый Кортни, что ли? Поехали, быстро.
Do we know where we're going?
Быстро поехали. Это же помощник психолога.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap...
No buts. This is more important.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
Good looking for a policeman.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but it's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Врешь.
You're training to be a doctor, Courtney. How do you justify all of these deaths? You're supposed to want to save people.
Before you get on your high horse, I saved my fair share in Peleliu and Okinawa. My conscience is clear. How do you sleep at night?
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So Eddie McGoldrick took his cut and bought the 111 Club.
I don't know what Eddie is gonna do.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
Черт меня походу.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Ты ничего не скажешь им в ответ, что ли? А что, не может иметь стороннюю связь? Реально, ребята, вот не надо здесь мне сейчас вот этот театр строить.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Что с тобой случилось, Кол? Ты как не туда-то свернул, братан? Ой, ужас. Ты реально ее любишь? Вот я не верю в вот эту в любовную линию. Реально, чуваки, вот что-то мне что-то у меня, понимаете, вот. Ну я не верю в это, бляха, ну невозможно такое. Вдруг, ребята, вот представляете, вдруг самый лучший полицейский, самый лучший из лучших полицейских Кол Фелпс влюбляется влюбляется в одну девушку, она еще и колется, наркоманка, в общем, все дела. И как такое возможно? Бляха-муха, больно ухо, я в это не верю. Нет. Ладно, ребят, я здесь заканчиваю эту серию. После этого начинаю сразу же другую. Что-то мне очень интересно стало. Так, понижение. Отдел расследования поджогов. Поехали. 7-е подразделение. Сейчас заканчиваю серию, начинаю новую.